Alright. Pretty excited about firing this one up. I played it on the PS5. To be straight up and honest with y'all, played this already on the PS5. Loved it so much, so when I go out of town, I bought it for my PC. And yeah, I feel like that's a significant upgrade because I happen to have one of those fancy high-speed Republic Gamer laptops, and put a little money in my rig here. So let's go ahead and start this thing. I'm just going to throw out the blanket spoiler warning for those who haven't played it yet. It comes in hot, okay? Just to understand that when we start this game, whenever you start playing, whenever you start watching me or anybody else, first 5 to 10 minutes, it's captivating, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and start a new game, not a new game plus. I did that on the PS5 and I never got a chance to play it, so I'm gonna play it on my PC. Here we go. All right. So I don't know. I could play this on expert and I'd be okay with it, but I did that already, so I think I'll just pick story. I'm gonna go with that, just because I really thoroughly enjoyed this story. There's very few games. I've been playing games since 1987. I'm only 43, so don't freak out. But yes, there's only been a handful of games that can really reach through the screen, grab the player by the throat, and then choke slam him. Kind of like WWE 2K25. They don't sponsor me, but they should. So outside of that, I've already done the hard stuff. Let me play it just by the story, okay? Don't hate me on that. Let's go ahead and start this up. Here we go. Yes, we know. And what's incredible is that there's a super boss that you could play at in the third act. My original playthrough on my PlayStation, I wound up getting everybody to level 99. I had over 450 Lumina set to every character, and that was before we went back to Lumiere and finished the game. Okay, so I fought that super boss before the new game plus ever cycled around to me. So what's probably happening right now, this is the first time I've played this game on my laptop that is having to load shaders. So, okay, I'll be quiet now. Enjoy.
Give someone flowers, you should probably do it before they wither and die.
What, the flower? Or Sophie?
Ooh, dark. Sophie would approve. Hey, you said it, not me. The others are waiting for you. You're supposed to be helping with the festival.
With what? Putting up 3 tables? They'll manage.
You underestimate Lumiere's enthusiasm for the expedition. There's at least 5 tables.
Marvelous.
Have you tried throwing with your other arm instead? If you could hit the paintress directly, that would actually be useful.
You know, hobbies don't always have to be useful. I'm enjoying the uselessness of today and readying my usefulness for tomorrow. And soon, we'll get to do a lot more than throw rocks.
That's what all the other expeditions said.
Hey, you know they gave their lives to lay the trail for us, right?
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Yeah.
You still got a flower to give, no?
Yes. Just... I'm not sure how to start. After 4 years apart, what do I say to her on the day of her Gommage?
You're asking me? I don't know. Sun's about to set, so be direct. Hey, Soph, been a while. Could we...
Could we what? So to introduce those two, you have Gustave with Maelle. He's played by none other than Charlie Cox. Yes, Daredevil. And the voice of Maelle, the younger lady, the redhead there, she was played by Jennifer English. Yeah, Jennifer English, and she was the voice of Shadowheart in the recent Baldur's Gate 3. So you could tell like right off the rip that this game has spared no expense for top quality voice actors. So I haven't got the ability to look through my graphics settings yet. Now, every time I've played this part, I've always picked up the flower. I'm sure there's a choice. I mean, clearly there's a choice, but I'm not picking up the flower, and there's a different consequence for it, but I've never done it. It's just one of those things. Oh, there it is. Settings. I'm going to go to graphics. Let's see. Limited. There is, yep. See my active monitor here. It's not my best one. I got the best one at the house, but it's definitely affordable from Walmart. Keeps the FPS a little higher. So, go ahead and crank up some medium stuff here. Texture, I don't. The foliage is fine. There, shading. I think I'll go. VSync, we'll definitely put that on. Let's see here, DLSS. What are my options? I think DLSS is probably the most profound option there. DLSS, should I say. Alright, so with all that, I'm going to hit apply. Xbox controller, boom. Now it's either going to crash or we're going to play. There we go.
Alright, let's go. I'll accompany you there.
So the sprint button is the right trigger.
Yeah, been ready.
And this game will have a lot of open world dialogue too. This isn't considered open world, but when you're playing through the game, you'll notice on the lower right hand side, the dialogue pops up in its own little chat box, so you can keep up with some of the things. There are a few
I set up these grapple shortcuts.
accents
Nice,
that are
huh?
kind of hard to follow.
Don't
so
tell
it's
your
nice
sister
to have.
though. I sort of borrowed the hooks from the Expedition Academy. Wish I had them when I was working as a cook. Come on, Gustave, speed up a bit. Sophie will have already gommaged by the time you've arrived.
Maelle.
Notice that I ran past a checkpoint, right? And that advanced the dialogue before the last dialogue was ready. So the game has a lot of motivator to not rush through it. That's a really good sign to, or example of how that works.
Can't believe Sophie already turned 33. She looks so much younger than you.
Thanks.
She's popular. I'm sure she already has a necklace full of flowers.
I can imagine. What?
You look tense.
Yeah,
I know what you need. A little duel.
No.
Come on, it'll loosen you up. You can't go and see Sophie all somber and tense. And if you win, I'll give you something you can use with your Lumina converter.
All right, you're on.
Yes!
I'm gonna go through the battle tutorial with your duel. I'm gonna say no this time. So this is your basic frame. If you look on the far left side, you'll notice that Gustav's photo or picture or icon starts at the top, then Maelle, and it kind of goes back and forth that way. The longer you play the game, the more agility you build into your character, can advance their speed, and so inevitably you'll have a character that can basically get several turns at a time before other characters can. So that's kind of the basic premise. You see on the top center, Maelle's health bar is there, and if there was a status like burn or the thunder, I think it's called thunder, maybe it's lightning, one of the two. You know, those will show up there too. Then you see on Gustave, you have the left trigger, which will pull up the aim function, obviously, right? Aim, we all know that. All I did was just tap it one time. I'm not holding it down. The thing about this is, if you look on the bottom right-hand corner where you see Gustav's photo yet again, you'll see a blue diamond with the number 4 in it, and you got those 4 little charges off to the right-hand side. Those are called action points. If you've ever played any fantasy or high fantasy-based RPG in the past, you should know what AP points or action points are. Right above it is his health bar. If he has any statuses, it'll show up right there in front of his photo. Right above his photo on the right-hand side of the screen, it gives you his prosthetic arm, if you will. You pick up charges, again, with that throughout some of the fighting here, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. To create overcharge, which is an action you can do, and basically wipe out an enemy. So I'm going to press B to back out of that. That's X for the skills. Lumiere Assault is going to help charge up his overcharge. So I can hit X and it'll go, and I can attack Maelle with this, but the damage is going to be kind of minute. So if I use the Lumiere Assault, now when I fire this one off, you're going to see a couple of little things pop up. Those quick reaction opportunities played. I think Final Fantasy 16 has them. I know Final Fantasy 14 does, where you're in the middle of a fight or in the middle of an action, and these quick action opportunities show up. You gotta be quick on, be prepared for them. Some of them are like right back to back. Some of them, the first one will be fast, and the second one will be slow. The first one will be slow, the second one will be slow, and you get my drift, right? So that's a big part to why I thoroughly enjoy this game, because it is turn-based, but it has action-based elements to it. So let's go ahead and attack her. 2 perfects. That gave me 5 charges. Now with her, I'm gonna let her hit me this time.
No shame
On the
losing
controller,
to a superior fighter.
I should have the ability to parry this early on, okay? That would be the right, I call it the right bumper button. That helps me understand some differences there. Later on, you'll get the RT, which will do a parry for a very special attack. And then B would be your dodge. You'll just kind of like swoop back and come back into play. So let's do another. Now, pay attention to this, right? Now I cannot use Lumiere Assault or Overcharge because my AP is too low. So I have to use standard attack to keep that up. There's no quick action with that.
Hope your Lumina converter works better than your dueling.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit her again just to build it up some more. Now pay attention to her health bar. That thing dumped, right? If you get really proficient with parrying, let's get the whole dodging thing, but if you get really proficient with parrying, you can knock out high-level enemies like that. I did that in my first game. I spent like an hour trying to master some super bosses. combos just so I can beat them. And I gained like 18 levels off of it. It was pretty amazing. I just sat there, waited for the little thing pop up, slam down, slam down, slam down, slam down. And I just got used to listening. A big part of this game is listening for the attacks to actually start. Watching it will be misleading from time to time. So I now have enough AP. Notice my overcharge is flaring red, so I'm going to go ahead and fire this one up.
For those who come after.
And yeah, she gone.
You won. Now, don't you feel better? I see your smile. All right, now, let's go find Sophie. I saw her near the red and white tree.
Yeah.
Oh, the plaza is lively. Why people like to celebrate the Gommage is still a mystery to me, but oh well.
If
The
you're
red and white
confused
tree.
like I was my first
Always
time
found
through,
it
that's
beautiful.
perfectly normal.
I don't really understand. You and Sophie broke up so long ago. But clearly you never got over her. Why'd you wait until today to say something? It's a bit late, isn't it?
I'm not really showing you like how majestic the artwork is here. I'm literally looking around because there are always stuff later in the game. Just get in the habit of that.
Sophie's down there.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck. I'll be here for you if things don't go as planned.
Thanks.
I'm gonna hit this little line here. Letterbox, you can keep moving with the letterbox, but sometimes I just drop the stick.
The last few days meant everything.
Can we talk?
Gustave. I love you all.
That's for your, if there's room.
There's always room.
You know,
I
I'm
missed you.
sorry that... I
You
missed
don't need to... Okay.
You go.
No, you.
You know how I feel? I wish things had been... You know, I often think... Another path, you know, another future.
Still can't finish your sentences, can you?
Yep, that hasn't changed.
I missed that. I never faulted you for wanting to believe. You're fighting to change things. I understand, just... in a different world, right?
We'll break the cycle, so she can't steal anyone else's future.
Stubborn people change the world, and you are the most stubborn person I know. Thank you. escort me to the harbor?
Yes.
Alright, so now I have taken control over Sophie. Sophie is played by Billy Fulford Brown. She's been in not a whole lot of stuff that I'm familiar with. You know, obviously she's really great in the context of this game. The biggest one that I can look at and say that I missed was Dragon Age, the Bellegarde. I haven't played that one yet for no reason. She's accredited as additional voices, but like I said, in the context of this game, she does very fantastic. Now, here I can squeeze my left toggle, hit that toggle button, press it down. You can switch which sprite you want to use there. Got really confusing when I did New Game Plus on my PS5, and the whole team was there. Right? Definitely spoilers. So again, just want to take a second to like breathe in like how lovely this is. You got a red and white tree. You got, I have no idea what that is. It's just scaling the wall. There's probably something to that. I just haven't figured that part out. If it is, you know, we can always zoom back up if we wanted to. Maybe we can't. But yeah, you can see like all the attention to detail, the little tables and the flowers and the vases, and the way how things just kind of pile up with all the flower petals just kind of floating in the air too. Yeah, I got ahead of the game. My bad. My bad. All right, so we're just gonna sprint around, do a lap. Oh look, guess what this is? This is awesome. Pay attention to this. Yeah. Very astute, right? Alright. Nope. See? Stuff I would have missed. That's why we do laps. Just like I tell my athletes.
Oh, hi, Sophie. So Gustave really did come, huh?
Yeah, he did.
I knew he would.
Has everybody already left?
Yeah. Everybody's heading to the harbor. Sophie.
Looks like you still have a lot of flowers left.
Well, there are less and less people to buy them. I just wish you didn't have to wear one.
Tiffany.
I should finish cleaning up here and join everyone at the harbor. See you.
See you.
So I know I've kind of narrated a little bit. You may have forgotten. The Gommage is happening. You know what? I actually looked that up. I forgot what that said. Go back to good old-fashioned Google Translate. It may still be there. Translate. What's that? It means scrub. Scrub. Like, get in the shower and scrub. Right? That's just what Gommage means. I think that's pretty unique. But you notice how Sophie has a lei around her neck, and that's all part of the spectacle of the Gommage.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I've lived 33 good years. Look around. We've had our whole lives to prepare. We're all fine. Mostly.
I'm not fine.
You will be.
Trying to see if she had some mad ups. You know, leaping over people. Alright, so I missed this the first time I played through here. There we go. And didn't mean to jump. I just played this on the PlayStation, right? So when I see X, I automatically think of the cross button. Chill out. Alright, so there's a lot of good exposition that's in and around these squares. I do behoove you
Oh, Sophie.
to check these out.
Marie,
Your flowers. I didn't know about. I thought you were younger. And yet you didn't have children.
I'm not having this conversation with you again. Not today.
Do you care so little about the future of Lumiere? How can you be so selfish?
I'm not selfish enough to bring others into our doomed world. I know we are not many to think like this now. And it destroyed my relationship. The person I loved the most. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to spend this moment with him. And you should cherish this moment with your daughter.
Sorry. See you at the harbour.
Good luck, Mary.
This is cool too. She clearly can play the piano one finger at a time. And he can play what sounds like single hand chords. Once you get to some other characters, they either play better than that or they play way worse. Checking for more dialogue options. Just looking around. Maybe find something I could pick up too. Alright. Still scrolling around. This guy will talk to me.
Hey, you. You seem like a woman with exquisite taste.
Is that because that you both have the same hat?
I just finished my sculpture of the legendary Esquier. This may be my life's finest work, yet not a single soul seems to care. How could I make it better?
You get to make a couple of options here, right? If you've never played this game before, you probably wouldn't know what an Everon is. It's just your typical monster that's roaming the areas. Another cool fact about this game that I'm pretty sure some of you probably already picked up on is when you select the option,
Perhaps you could paint it. Add some color.
it gives you the dialogue you select. It doesn't give you like you don't select some kind of summary of what you're about to say. I like that. That's a pet peeve of mine.
Paint it? Brilliant. I knew you were the right person to ask. Thank you for your insight.
You're most welcome.
I shall get to work tomorrow. I see you're wearing flowers. What's your name?
Sophie.
Sophie. As a thank you, I shall chisel your name onto the statue.
Oh, you don't have to.
But I will.
She must be really popular. She got flowers around her neck and like, all kinds of buckets of flowers. She's got buckets of flowers. Alright, roll in here. Already talked to her. Good. No talk there. No talk here. No talk there. I think we covered most of it here. Let's advance. Still looking for stuff that I would probably miss. Not just dialogue, but chroma. Chroma is used as money in this world. Feel like I can't advance that way, so it's definitely got me gated to move and kill your method. Thought I saw something pop up right there. Here's the flower market. People are buying flowers for their loved ones before they Gommage. That was my one opportunity. One opportunity to voice act for y'all. Life enjoyer, huh?
Not everyone attends the Living Wake or goes to the harbour for the Gommage. Some prefer more intimate goodbyes.
I don't hate that. Did I miss anything with this? Yes. They are trying to recruit for the future expeditions. The number of people volunteering is going down every year. And if you know, you know. Continue on with my jaunt
Oh,
to
Lune's
the harbor.
You two would make a cute couple.
If you say so.
Or maybe something already happened, huh?
Just looking for more. Oh,
You
someone
really
to
think
talk
you're
to.
doing something, eh? Out there?
Maxine, you're drunk.
None of you ever come back. You go and you take our resources and you waste it all on a fucked up hero adrenaline fantasy. And still, she kills us.
You should go home. Where's your daughter?
Where do you think? Mourning her mother on the anniversary of her death. Of all their deaths.
Then maybe you should be with her.
I can't look at her. She's just another reminder that nothing we do matters. Nothing. We hope and we persevere, and still they die. They all die and we can't stop it. We can't save them. We bring another generation into this world just so they can watch us die before they're even old enough to understand why.
That's why we're going. We can save them. With our Lumina tech. The Paintress.
The Paintress? What? What's a scrawny shit like you gonna do to the Paintress, eh? We're already dead. You're just catching up.
Maxime.
Forget it. Bon voyage.
Ooh, if Maxine only knew. If he only knew. So we're going to keep running around looking for more people to chat with. And more trash cans. Yes. Love that function. It's just a trash can. Another one. But this one's a normal trash can, right? I think they all said normal. So someone is at the door. I will have to be right back. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Two things. I am part-time, my mom's caretaker, so that's why I'm out of town where I normally live. I live right around Auburn, Alabama. So when the door rings, I gotta be one to go check it. So, all right, let's get back to this. All right, I know some of y'all are on the edge of your seats as it is. I say some of y'all. I think there's only one still in the room, which is okay. You know, I'm all right with one. More opportunity to play this back for others. I appreciate that one, right? Party of one.
Sometimes I feel sorry for her.
Who? The paintress?
Look at her. She looks sad. Maybe she's a prisoner too, stuck in the same cycle with us. Silly, huh?
Only you could choose empathy at a moment like this.
It's one of the few choices I can make.
I couldn't do it.
It's okay. You don't have to.
I think that's a very mature thing, right? Not just the fact that she can have empathy, but understand that it's her choice. You know, bad things happen to everybody. Great things happen to everybody. And what's defining is that next step, that next stage, what happened, what you do as a person, that choice that you make moving forward, that next opportunity is a very mature way of looking at this. Oh, found another trash can. This guy looks like he has something to say.
Mate, I wish I was going with ya. If we could just send a bigger force, get all of Lumiere to just throw everything we got at the bloody paintress. But my brother would kill me. His number's up soon and I'm guardian for his kid.
Uncle Victor. Suits you.
But Maelle, quite the ballsy one, eh? No looking back for her. Bet she can't wait to get out of here.
Not much hesitation on her part.
Nah, hesitation was never her style.
Nice little floral arrangement. Let's see what it's got to say. These are from last year. Benoit.
I'll see you soon enough.
Sciel
Oh,
again.
hi, Sophie.
Oh, Maelle. I didn't expect to see you here.
I'm volunteering to help guide children who are losing their parents to the orphanage. Those who weren't registered for foster families.
How kind of you.
I guess I can relate.
Take care during the expedition. Gustave told me a lot of wonderful things about you.
About you too. I always told him you two should never have broken up.
Look at these orphans. That's where we disagreed. But I have hope that you and Gustave will change things, so no one has to go through this impossible choice again.
Yeah. Let's hope we will.
See you.
In the next life.
Alright, so if you're kind of savvy and you're going through all of these dialogues, these optional dialogues, mind you can just run right by them and not bother with it, you might be starting to paint two and two together here. Pun intended.
The Paintress is going to punish you, you blasphemers. The Gommage is our fault. We brought this upon ourselves because we dared to defy her.
Another one of these Paintress worshippers. Best to ignore him.
A weird mime is standing here.
Hello?
The mime reacts. It attacks.
Gustave, help!
The mimes are pretty cool. Clearly they're an optional thing too, but they give you the opportunity to gain, like, I don't know, Fortnite, maybe skin parts. In Final Fantasy XIV, glamour items. So let's go ahead and knock this out, right? You notice he just put up a wall. So doesn't look like that was helping him at all. Let's go ahead and attack. Okay, right underneath that health bar, it's not across the top because he's not a boss quality, villain or enemy. That yellow, it just flared out. If you notice it, it's flared out again there. That's for stun. Okay, there's a stun mechanic in this, and it'll say, well, it says break actually. You'll see that you have this opportunity to break the enemy. So I'm gonna save that one for now. I'm gonna use my mirror assault. Strange combo. He's gonna use hammers. I got one. Now overcharge is set. Let's do this up.
For those who come after.
Now he's broke. He's stunned. Right? Stun is a status effect that prevents character from playing, so he'll miss his next turn. Knock him out. Oh yeah, increased damage with stun. I figured that was didn't have to be said, but it did.
That was close. Thanks, Gustave. Did someone build this? There's something on its body.
Ah, there's music. It didn't give me a ball dead. I missed that in my first playthrough. There is this guy.
You'd have to be crazy to use pictos on your own body.
Why? Aren't you enjoying the show?
Nah, the show's great. Etching chroma onto your skin. Oh, brutal. And just for a dance. I'll stick to painting pictos on my machines. I'm not cuckoo enough to put them on my body.
Could be useful though. The expeditions rely on them quite heavily.
Yeah, they're crazy too. But at least you can remove pictos pretty easily if you change your mind.
People have gathered for the Gommage. The Paintress will soon wake. let's descend into the harbor.
I've always loved the harbor.
The Paintress will awaken soon, and the Gommage will start. Do you want to head down to the harbor? I'm gonna say yes. Sophie and Gustave move towards the harbor.
I see you're apprentices.
Oh,
Just back
Gustave,
watch this.
Gustave!
What?
Here, Sophie asked us to bring you your coat.
We sewed up the sleeves so you don't have to keep rolling it up.
You guys know how to sew?
Sophie helped us. Turns out it's not that hard. You really should have done this ages ago.
You did this.
Gentlemen, that was supposed to be between us, yeah? I wanted to do something for you.
Soph. Thanks, guys. This is great. Thank you.
See you at the festival?
Don't leave without saying goodbye.
Yeah, of course not. What? I know that face.
You mean a lot to them. I can tell.
Yeah, they mean a lot to me too. Legacy can take many forms, right?
Yeah,
You told me that.
right.
Why?
I wanted to see you wearing it.
Oh, you like uniforms now?
This too is your legacy.
In a way. It's yours too.
Oh, that's very ominous.
Esti tonnere marina, esti linaki soledad, tona flora tovla, alina. Sta surano taki le noir tonari fuego verso alina
It's very French thematic, the way how the color just shifted to monochrome.
I'm here.
Gosh, that's heavy. I told you. Within the first part of the game is just going to reach through there, grip you, and just draw you in. That's heavy. Painters just Thanos snapped everybody out of existence that was over the age of 33. Okay, that was the whole trope about Sophie coming of age. You know, she had just turned 33, and yet she looks younger than Gustaf. You know, that whole construct was built in right there. This, and we will be right back. I can. I'll have to unplug the mic. What? Part of campaigning. Oh, and that is kind of annoying. The pausing doesn't release my mouse. Does not. Alright, so we'll hit continue.
There you are. You can't hide from us, you know. Like I said, mourning's best done with friends.
Lucien,
What? It is. Grieving alone's the worst.
Where's mine?
Santé, les amis.
Santé!
Yeah, no, yeah. Could use a drink.
Five tables this year. You see that? Told you we'd beat the 34s. Even Maelle showed up and she hates these things. Wanna go take a look?
I don't. Maybe later. I'll catch up. I'm okay. I'm okay. You go.
Yeah. Time for a refill anyway.
There's an excess of wine, again. Thank your sister for her generosity.
Oh, and try to enjoy yourself. Don't drink alone, you weirdo.
Yeah, right. Enjoy myself.
That's another big thing, right? We talk about resiliency in my line of work. Things that are joyous, like a wedding, birth, should be done with groups of people. You know, your friends, your close-knit family, the people that, or the family you choose. Conversely, when, you know, big Thanos snaps happen, just kind of like how Captain America had to create his own little grief counseling center, you know, we have to do that also in groups. So I appreciate them throwing that sediment into the dialogue there. And now that I got free, I can pause it and I can probably move my mouse. Yep, now I can move my mouse. Awesome. All right.
Let's at least check on Maelle and my apprentices.
So there's these three options here. And honestly, the last two times I ran through this, I did not select any of it. So I'm going to do it now.
Hey, Gustave. Check out the new pictos I made.
Looks a bit rough. You sure it works?
I've been working on this for months. It's my personal masterpiece.
Your personal masterpiece seems a little unorthodox.
It's dead useful, trust me. Come on, give it a whirl.
Sure, why not?
Great. I'll trade it for one token.
Call it morbid curiosity. Here, your token.
You won't regret it. Probably.
Weird pictos. Alright, so this is going to give me all the stuff. I'm going to talk you through it anyways. Wardrobe. Alright, so got your mainframe here. Up here, you got your weapon, pictos, your skills that you can slot over here. You know, find and edit your luminas. And then your wardrobe. So like I was saying, there's glams, if you want to call it that. The Obscur, Gommage, and then his Expedition uniform. I kind of like the basic Expedition stuff, man. It actually looks pretty cool to me. Alright, Luminas, we'll come back to that. This is the weapon, right? It's a level 1 weapon. Solid in action, nothing fancy. Pictos. These are kind of like your skill buffs. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. Empty. I thought I had one I could use. But when you slot one there, you have 4 battles. You'll see, I don't know, maybe the mouse will show up. Yep, there it is. You'll see like every battle, it'll start from here and you'll see a line go this way. That's your first battle, second battle, third battle, fourth battle. Once you've completed that 4th battle, the whole team can now use the skill associated with that picto. While you have it equipped, it'll boost whatever attribute it's got assigned to it. But to optimize your whole party, especially in the latter part of the game, where some of these pictos create Luminous or skills that Luminous can, slot for them. That adds up to the damage output, the DPS that can be created, the routine healing. When I got Lune on my team, I only used her healing in the half of the first act, really, because some of the Luminas I just kept running across, and some of the skills that I kept, putting my team together with, they would heal on every turn, or successful parry, or successful dodge. Eliminating an Everon, you would get some more health. There's a sweet one later in Act 3 when you're able to fly up somewhere, and at the start of every turn, your health just regenerates. So I say all that to let you know, going through the Pictos, even if it doesn't seem like worthwhile to you at first, and I will play this game and I will grind it like I did the first time. It's important to, master those so the whole team can get use of that. Let's see here, he's only got 2 there. You see the little 3 and the little 4, that's just to let you know how much AP it costs to use. Alright, there we go.
Gustave!
I'm pacing myself tonight.
Ah, you're so boring. It's our last night. Who knows when we'll be back?
I like that you say when and not if.
What can I say? I'm an optimist. Or an idiot. Depends on who you ask.
Wow, so many expeditioners. So cool.
I knew I'd find you. Having second thoughts about the expedition?
Please. I'm more ready to go than you are.
Yeah, I know. Look, I know we've been over this, but as your guardian, I need to say this one more time. The rest of us only have a year left, but you've got 9 good years before your Gommage. You don't need to leave yet. It's a lot to risk.
1 year out there is better than 9 years in here.
I know you think that, but...
If anyone should stay, it's you. You have friends and family who want you here.
So do you.
No, I don't.
Emma thinks of you as family.
Lumiere is not my home. Not the way it is for you. Besides, this way I can keep an eye on you for Emma.
Right. Because she needs eyes everywhere.
Shush. You're lucky you have a sister who cares.
Doubly lucky. Since now I have 2.
Alright, enough chit-chat. Come on, old man, let's have a duel.
Old man?
You're pretty much the oldest man in Lumiere now, no? Come on.
This time, I'm not messing around.
Of course, I'll have a rematch with Maelle. Rack up some AP. I was a little early on that. Still kind of pleased that I caught it. Attack.
Hope your Lumina converter works better than your dueling.
I missed it. I guess I blanked out somehow. It's true to perfect games there, right? With these AAA games or fantasy games. Notice her stun gauge is like very marginal at best. But we're gonna knock her out anyways.
For those who come off.
Some moves are insanely overpowered.
Not bad for the oldest man in Lumiere.
Congratulations, you beat a teenager. Take this token as your well-deserved prize. Don't get too drunk tonight, okay?
Where are my scallywag apprentices? I promised to find them at the festival. Hey, Amandine. Having fun?
Oh, hey, handsome. Perfect timing. I'm styling everyone before we ship out. Gotta look sharp when we hit the paintress, eh?
Certainly important. Can you start me up too?
On it. Just bring me a token first.
All right, let's see what you've got.
Tries to experiment with Gustav's hair. It's looking good.
Voila. Looking very fine indeed. You'll die with a gorgeous head of hair.
Gustave! Just the man I wanted to see.
You want a rematch, don't you?
Well, it's my last chance, isn't it?
After tomorrow, you'll be the undisputed expert on expedition history.
That's tomorrow. What about today?
Who am I to deny you? Fire away.
How many years ago was the fracture?
You're kidding. This is your question.
Yes. When did our world break apart and our luminous city get thrown into the middle of the ocean? Hmm? When was the fracture?
67 years ago.
Brilliant. I concede. You are the undisputed expert on Lumiere history.
What are you talking about? Every child knows this. The monolith's essentially a reverse calendar, counting down since the fracture happened in year 100.
Keep that part in mind about how it's a reverse calendar. It's definitely ticking down for something.
All right, fine. Another one then. Which was the first expedition to depart for the continent?
Expedition Zero.
Expedition Zero.
Correct. That still annoys me. They left in year 100. They should be called Expedition 100. Makes no sense. Lumiere will be long gone before the monolith hits zero. All right, last one. Get it right, and maybe I'll give you a token. What is Illumina?
Abilities you internalize by using Pictos in battle after enough times. It's a special type of weapon. Lumiere's unique brand of perfume. Going with this one. Now, just like heads up, if you're a youngin' and you're in taking college classes or high school classes, and you see a diabolical question like this, where one of the answers is extremely well defined, 9 times out of 10.
Abilities you internalize by using a Pictos in battle after enough times.
Well done, well done.
Not really. I mean, I created the Luminar converter, so...
I hereby officially end our feud. With your departure, Lumiere loses a brilliant light. And a good friend.
You big softy.
All right, here's a token. Go and spend it on something.
Hello there, Gustave. Perhaps one of these artifacts may prove useful to your mission.
Colette, you've been holding out on us. What are these?
Relics from before the fracture, passed down through the generations. The council deemed them trinkets, but I think otherwise.
That's kind of you to share.
I may not be able to join the expedition, but I'd still like to help. 1 token is all I ask.
Ah, I should have known. Yes, I'm curious. Here's a token.
Take good care of it. Godspeed.
Old key for an old door. Don't know where that would go.
These all yours?
You gonna lecture me on drinking?
I wouldn't dare. Just calculating how much it'll hurt to catch up.
You can start now. Here, let's have a toast to Sophie, who was always unapologetically Sophie. My fierce and loving friend.
To Soph. Seriously though, this is gonna hurt tomorrow.
Tomorrow comes, but it ain't here yet. I'm not crossing the sea sober.
Sober's better than deathly hungover.
No, not for that.
Ah.
Go have some drinks.
I think.
Come, let's play some cards.
No way. Everyone knows you cheat.
That's just what sore losers say. Come now. You're going to be a little cautious mouse with the paintress too.
Cautious is good. Keeps you alive.
We're expeditioners. Stay smart, yes, but be bold, eh? You can't win if you don't play.
Money's no good out there anyway. Why are you trying to fleece me?
'Cause winning's fun.
Commander?
Gustave, saw you with Sophie. You talked?
Yeah, yeah. Where's your daughter?
Leona's upset. Doesn't want to see me.
Shit.
It's okay. She doesn't need to understand, as long as she gets to live.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you.
No pressure, huh?
Oh no. Lots of pressure. You and Lune and your Lumina tech, that's our edge.
Thanks, but that's not... Everyone has a role. Lucien, Tristan, Catherine, and you. You made us into a... We have a really good team, thanks to you.
Tomorrow comes, my friend.
Doesn't it always?
Think there's other survivors out there?
Doubtful. We would have seen signs.
But not impossible. Maybe if they have shield domes. But they would have been overrun by Nevrons before they could build any.
We were lucky the fracture dropped us out here. Bought us time to get our defenses up.
I don't know. People are resourceful, and Nevrons can't be everywhere. I'm betting on human ingenuity.
I like that. Hey.
Hey yourself. You okay? Want to talk about it?
Yeah, actually, no.
That's okay.
What about you? You say goodbye to Derek?
Oh, that was over ages ago.
Oh, sorry.
Eh,
I really thought you guys would work out.
it's for the best. I need full focus on the expedition and our team. We're all we have.
Yeah. We're all we have.
Glass of wine?
Keep your sweat to yourself.
Bring Gustaf a glass of wine.
Who exactly are you talking to? They cut servers from the budget years ago.
Ah, the ultimate indignity. A farewell party where we serve ourselves. There's a metaphor in there somewhere.
I'm betting you've got another bottle stashed in your coat somewhere. You gonna share?
You wound me. But yes, in fact, I do have a bottle. Always be prepared. Or was it always bring backup? Same difference.
Right.
And I am prepared. Prepared to live. And prepared to die.
You're such an idiot.
Hey. We've got your Lumina converter, yeah? I believe. I'm ready for my Lumina.
Yeah, well, we've only tested it here. Who knows what we'll meet on the main continent? We'll need more field testing once we land.
Don't worry, buddy. I've got you covered.
Great. Thanks, buddy. I can't believe you're working right now.
Tristan dragged me here.
Is that the final spot? It's amazing you triangulated Expedition Zero's landing site.
Theoretically. Extrapolated from the archives, but... That's 67 years ago. So much of the landscape has changed.
I trust your calculations.
Thanks.
It's a good strategy, retracing their steps. They're the only expedition with any survivors, and they made it to the monolith, so...
Assuming the record's correct, my calculations are correct, that they left clear markers, that the road conditions haven't changed, that...
You need a drink.
Go away, Gustave.
Gustave, we got something for you.
For your field notes, so when you come back, you can tell us everything.
They'll definitely want that for the museum. The complete record of the expedition that destroyed the Paintress.
Oh, and if you find journals from the other expeditions, make sure you save them for us.
I shall faithfully record all our adventures, every strange and wondrous thing.
And Nevrons.
I can do that. And in return, do you solemnly promise to take care of the shield dome while I'm gone? I'm entrusting you with the safety of Lumiere.
I promise.
Promise.
Adrien?
I'll use everything you taught us, Monsieur G.
Oh hey, Gustave, your sister's here.
Yeah, I have to go talk to her. Take care of each other. My darling sister has arrived. She'll kill me if I don't say goodbye. You came.
I wasn't sure if I should.
You've been avoiding us. You didn't have to.
I heard Seba filled my spot after I left.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm a coward for staying?
Do you?
Not anymore. Not all of us can change the world. Some of us can only change ourselves.
Meaning what? Make yourself accept the unacceptable? Make believe that happiness is... this?
More like... rediscover. Happiness. One Gommage left. Maybe contentment is the highest form of happiness.
It makes me sad to hear you talk like this. The Paintress stole so many things, including your capacity to dream.
No, you misunderstand. My mind is where I can be free. She can't touch me there. This is my final act of defiance. Just like the expedition is yours.
If you say so. The Chief Counselor honors us with her presence. What? Still mad I'm going?
This is the definition of a fool's quest. My brother's not usually a fool.
I've heard you say otherwise.
You and I both know the political complexities that necessitate the expedition. It's vital for morale, but it's a bloodless guillotine is what it is.
You should put that in your speech. Very motivating. They might just find a guillotine for you too.
I know, right? Tell me how you really feel.
There are so many things you can contribute to here in Lumiere that'll have a real impact.
Em, you're doing great work, really. Getting things ready for the last generation. You've got it well in hand here. Let me do my part, out there, and win us a chance to live.
We're never going to see each other again.
You're so busy anyway. I barely see you.
Just take care of Maelle, okay? I can't believe you're letting her go with you.
Me? You're her guardian too. You stop her.
We're her guardians, not her jailers. She really wants off this island.
Don't you have a speech to give?
You mean the one you so kindly wrote for me?
Just suggestions. I thought it might help you understand.
I do. Understand? I just... Anyway. Yeah, time for my speech.
Proceed to Emma's speech. This will conclude the festival and Expedition 33 will depart. And that should conclude the prelude. I've noticed that these are done up in chapters and acts. So this is the part of the prelude. Let's go ahead and do this, and then I can go back and take care of my mom.
Expeditioners. The Sword of Lumiere. We honor your dedication. We do not take for granted that you dedicate your final year of life to keeping hope alive for all of Lumiere. Some of you are leaving to change the world. Others to discover the secrets of our universe.
some to protect loved ones. Others to find meaning in our all too short lives. As you sail into the unknown, know that Lumiere stands with you. When you battle the Paintress, know that Lumiere fights with you. Let the stones of her monolith crumble. Let her body lie at the end of the world. Unable to paint another death, let the stars no longer be hidden by her oppressive silhouette. Let the world once again watch the sun rise without the shadow of her cursed figure. May the wind of renewal take you to the ends of the earth. Tomorrow comes. Thanks to you. Expedition 33.
Get ready. You're old. How did you survive the Gommage? Which expedition are you from?
Oh, it's getting real now.
Fall back!
Yeah, the sound of the cane as he was walking by reminded me of Inglourious Bastards.
Man! Gustave, come on, we need to go! He's not following. Putain! What the fuck? Who the fuck was that?
Merde! What do we do now?
Regroup at the rally point. The indigo tree.
This is spooky.
Run!
fucking snap out!
Oh, yeet! He got him. He gone. And now we start with Act 1. And this is where, after this cutscene, we're going to conclude it now. We will conclude the gaming, should I say. There are some things that really just jumped off at you, didn't they? Stuff's a little worse for wear, huh? Center yourself. Now he chooses to move forward. Alright, I think the game. I may have to find the flag for it to autosave. I'm pretty sure autosave itself, but let me advance it a little bit just to show you that mechanic of the game. Really the last part, you know, most prologues kind of give you all of the rundown, but saving is one of them. It's kind of taboo here. I didn't see it in the bottom left-hand corner. I may see it when I rewatch this, but I didn't see it this time. And I'll explain the flag a little bit more when we cross one. We're back in this whole pseudo open world environment. It's not really open world, like I said before, but when we run into Nevrons, it'll flash into a turn-based fight. Kind of like how I think Final Fantasy 13 was one of the last games I could think of that had that type of mechanic. Yes, we know. He's going to tell me to burn my elixir. Alright, cool. Status. Yep. Chroma elixirs. Hold Y. There it goes. Alright. So you press Y, this frame comes up. That's what I was trying to tell you. And you see where it says Chroma Elixir 01, I just used it. I would hold Y button or the triangle button and it would utilize that. It affects the entire team. So don't freak out if you feel like it's not a lot. So this is a Nevron, right? walk over. We're going to engage in a battle. Pay attention to its very, very apparent weak spot. I really like how they're able to just manifest their weaponry like that. Like Final Fantasy Type 0-esque. Pre-aim, we already talked about that. Boop. Now I'm going to shoot the head. Hit the weak point, took some damage. That's really about most of it, right? Some of these Neverons and bosses will have weak spots. When you disable a weak spot, you disable like certain mechanics that they can perform too. Back out of this because I can still do the air assault. And so I know it was kind of hard to see there. When you saw the Lancer pull back, it stopped for a split second and then it reared again. It had a secondary counter movement before it jammed forward. That's one of the visual cues that you will use throughout the rest of this game, is where you see the frames slow down and it'll stop for a brief second and then it'll pick back up. That's your moment. That's your chance. Not a light post, not a lamp post. Spring Meadows is our starting dungeon. On the PS5, and it's probably because I have a real basic controller here, but PS5, this moment the controller starts vibrating. No, we're not going to play through Act 1. We're just going to find the spot to stop. They never really prepare you to take care of your parent. They don't. But let's go ahead and finish this up. There's very big cutscenes about to happen here. It's going to advance the story some. It's not for the faint of heart. Why can't I tab? There we go. Notice all the bodies. Kind of reminds me of The Witcher 3. These bodies will be important. They were important. They're still important. For those who come after. Man, look at all these bodies. Sorry.
You do that, we both die. Hey. Fucking hell. Wake up, Gustave.
Lune. The others.
I know. We're the only ones left. You don't get to die.
It's just a matter of time before we're already dead. Look around, look.
This is not a foregone conclusion. When one falls, we continue. Get up. We need to find a safer place. There are Nevrons around.
Lucien.
This is not the place. The Lumina converter seems intact. It's about time we test it in real conditions.
Putain.
Yeah, that's an official boss fight here. No, not a boss fight. My bad. I have all kinds of stuff to talk about here. Right? Elements. You got ice, fire, lightning, earth, light. Light stains can be consumed in any place of any stain. There is a darkness one. Let's see if it'll talk about it. No, it doesn't. So it's going to make me use the skill. It's going to tell me to use the ice lance first. You see, if I had an earth stain, there would be increased damage. But it's telling me to use ice lance first, because if you look at emoliation with the ice stain, it'll increase its damage too. So let's go ahead and do this. Just like standard D&D rules, there are weaknesses and there are bonuses to it, all the kind of stuff. Dang it, I just tapped it. Alright, so we got that. Let's go ahead and take care of that one. Throw another skill out there, which I can't afford anymore. Now it's going to make me use emoliation. You see how emoliation is now lit up, right? The word is not written in white anymore. That's what I consider lit up, highlighted. We're going to use that. It's got an active bonus to it. Set the blaze. Dodger. Gain 1 AP on perfect dodge, once per turn. AP is like battle currency.
We did it, Gustave. Let's see if your invention lives up to its reputation, shall we? It really works. We're not dead yet.
Yeah.
Come on. There might be other survivors at the Indigo Tree.
So we're going to talk about this here too, right? I tried to show y'all this earlier. We'll go into a person. Notice how there's a little icon next to Pictos. That means there's something new there. We'll select Dodger. Now it's grayed out. You probably couldn't tell this, but it's grayed out. It's whitish, kind of like a light gray, picture. The next 4 battles is going to change its color. You have to win. Every Picto develops in 4 battles. So right now I have the ability to use it just on one person. Right now Gustaf has it equipped, so he's the only one that can use Dodger as a skill. But once he masters that for the whole team, then they can go in and program it themselves. So gaining an AP, as you progress through the game, you're going to learn trying to find ways to maximize AP return, right? You have endogenous and exogenous actions here, but that's how AP kind of functions in my head, right? I'm an exercise scientist, so that's how I think of, spitting some things out to get some more stuff. Now I like Lune because she hovers and she's barefoot, Southern boy. And we like barefoot girl. Alright, we already talked about that. Still very beautiful. Like everything about this world. Alright, so there's a flag. Expedition flags, right? During the journey, you will find an expedition flag set up by previous expeditions. Expedition flags allow you to heal, recharge your items, learn new skills, and allocate character attributes. Characters gain 1 skill point and 3 attributes per level. And you will gain a bunch of them at a time. You play like I do, right? Neither of them rested or, gained a level, so that's not there. Rest, in normal conditions, resets the enemies, but it also causes the game to save, right? You don't have to press rest. Right now, if you paid attention, like I did, it's very, like a half second, split second, it constituted a save. So that's all you have to do in many occasions. Saving your progress again. So that's going to be it for me today. I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream and get it set up to be uploaded to YouTube later, since I was probably the only one in the chat room and talking to myself this whole time. I'm sure it'll grow. It'll get bigger. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed my playthrough of the Prelude, entering into chapter 1. A lot of these games will not give you a clean cut between both chapters or both acts or whatever they want to use it as. So, take the opportunity to play forward, go back, look at some things. Maybe it's just something you wanted to watch. I don't like to narrate over like a lot of the beauty of this game. So it's definitely something like you can sink your teeth into if you're a bit of a philosopher, someone who understands different philosophies. This game really tailors a lot to that crowd. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that stuck around for this. I know going live is my first time going live in a long time. I figured this would probably be a good game to do it with. So until next time, see ya. Great. There we go. Now, let me move off the screen. There it is.